Good evening. Welcome, family, friends, and supporters of our San Jose State University class of 2021 Asian Pacific Islander South Asian graduates. My name is Chris Yang. I'm the director of the Mosaic Cross Cultural Center and the current APIDA Task Force Chair. Now, before we get started, we want to take the time to acknowledge that indigenous people are the true stewards of North America. Currently, we're spread out all over California and the world. So we encourage you to search and learn more about the indigenous people in your area by going to native-land.ca. Or another quick option is to text your city and state to 1-907-312-5085, and you'll get a response that tells you which indigenous people's lands you're on. Since San Jose State University is in San Jose, we want to thank the Muwekma Ohlone Tamian communities and honor their past and current voices. So thank you all for joining us today. We are here to celebrate the academic accomplishments of our APIDA community. While we are still in the midst of a global pandemic, as well as the recent rise in anti-Asian xenophobia and hate, we are here to celebrate instead of mourn or relive. We're here to celebrate one of our greatest strengths of our APIDA identity, and that is community. We'll start off with Dr. Hien Do, professor of sociology and interdisciplinary social sciences, as well as the program coordinator of our Asian American Studies program.
Good evening, staff, faculty, family of honored guests, and of course, the class of 2021. My name is Professor Hinduk Do, and it is indeed my honor to be able to share with you this special moment. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to congratulate you on this great accomplishment. Your graduation from San Jose State University is especially impressive because of how difficult and challenging this past year has been and continues to be for all of us. You have demonstrated your determination, your resilience, your perseverance, and your strength as we face a series of events, including an unprecedented pandemic, the rise of different social movements, a threat to our democracy, the increased anti-Asian attacks in our communities, and the most recent killings of the 9 retail workers in San Jose. These events have fundamentally changed the way you learn and even the way that we celebrate your graduation. To begin with, it is a tremendous accomplishment to receive a college education. Please take a moment to reflect on what it took for you to be here. I have no doubt that this journey was long and difficult for each and every one of you. Think back on the countless hours you spent studying, the many jobs you had to work in order to help pay for your education, the many trips you took to go home to take care of your parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, younger siblings, and so forth. Imagine all those times when you had to face the assignments, deadlines, the midterms, the projects, the homework. If possible, also try to remember the many good times you had, the friends that you made, the events you attended, the education you received, the interactions with faculty and staff, and all the little things that you no doubt miss when you leave San Jose State University. While those days are over, at least with respect to your education, a new door awaits your entrance. However, none of us can achieve our goals without the help and support of others. I would like you to now take this moment to publicly thank and acknowledge all those who made this possible, those individuals who supported you throughout this journey. This could include your parents, your grandparents, your sisters and brothers, your aunts and uncles, your friends, your teachers and professors, the staff, and significant other. These individuals provided many big and small help along the way so that you can arrive at tonight's destination. While it is no doubt your accomplishments, it is also their accomplishments. Thank you to all of you for all the money, the love, the support, and the sacrifices that you did for all of our graduates. And of course, a short speech would not be complete without some reflections. While graduation provides a great deal of excitement, it can also create some anxiety. As you embark on the next chapter of your life and begin your careers, let me just share with you some ideas in that I hope that have shaped your experiences at San Jose State University and that you will take with you in the next chapter. First, how will you participate in our society? A society that is multiracial, multi-ethnic, and one that has not yet achieved the promise of equality and opportunities for all. How would you interact with members of other communities, both at work and in your residence? What should your level of participation in the civic, political, and social activities be in our community? And as Charlie King, one of my favorite singer-songwriters, wrote, please remember this: our life is more than our work, and our work is more than our job. Second, as APIDA students, how do you maintain your ethnic identity and at the same time incorporate or cultivate into the mainstream culture? What are some of the cultural and familial traditions, cultural values, and customs that need to be preserved? How will we continue to make sure that these communities thrive and be safe as a haven for everyone? What are some of the ways that we can help celebrate API Heritage Month to make sure it reflects our community history, values, and tradition? And third, as you have benefited from the sacrifices and are actually standing on the shoulders of those who have gone before you and laid the foundations for you to access these opportunities, how will you contribute to bringing others so that we can continue to build a more just society? This is especially critical because you will now have certain privileges as a result of your education and accomplishments. Finally, how will you create a space that will help to define a community and society to reflect the ideals of America, while at the same time honor that history of your or our community? How would you create a world that you want to live in? How would you use your voice to amplify the needs and concerns of those who are unable to do so? Will you continue to open the doors so that others may walk through and pursue those goals and aspirations? While these questions that I pose to you are challenging and require some thoughts, I would like you to think of ways to incorporate them into your daily lives. These are long-term goals that we can all participate in and do so while we can, so that others will be able to join us in this journey to make America live up to her ideals as stated in the Constitution, which begins with, we the people, in order to make a more perfect union. Once again, on behalf of San Jose State University, the APIDA staff, faculty, and members of this university, congratulations. We cannot wait to see how far you will go, how high you will soar, and how much you will contribute to our society. Best wishes for a bright and exciting future. May you dream big, accomplish much, and always be joyous in your journey. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you so much, Dr. Doe. As one of the favorite professors of our APIDA students, you continue to show just how valuable and necessary your Asian American Studies program is. I will now invite Dr. Kathleen Wang Lau, our Chief Diversity Officer for San Jose State University, to say a few words.
Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate the opportunity. I want to thank the APIDA Task Force for inviting me to speak at this very important event for our graduates. 2 weeks ago, I was messaged via Facebook by an Asian American friend named Kristen who works in academia in New York. She had been following my weekend posts about delivering 400 sewn cloth masks and 60 hand-knit hats to Wood Street Collective, an encampment of unhoused people living under the 880 freeway skyway in an industrial area of West Oakland. I went with my 18-year-old son to deliver masks that had been made by the Auntie Sewing Squad, a collective of women, mostly APIDA academics, who sew beautiful PPE cloth masks gifted to campaigns for the Navajo Nation, Standing Rock, farm workers all over the country, and unhoused organizations as well. People pledge 15 to 20 masks, an auntie collects them. That's what I did. And I had promised a young Black single mother whom I'd met on Earth Day at Lake Merritt in Oakland that I would bring 400 masks for the 200 unhoused residents after I spoke with her asking if they needed masks. She said they did and that they had to reuse donated disposable blue ones for a week sometimes. She told me the cross streets of Wood Street Collective where she lived. She said I could bring them to the free store when these masks came in a couple of weeks. What my son and I didn't know is that when we got there, we had no idea where this free store was. And so we had to stop and ask people who were in the encampment to point us to where this place was. We found the Cob on Wood, a series of adobe huts built through mutual aid of volunteers of housed and unhoused people. We met volunteers, people who were residents of the Wood Street Collective, who were helping people with bandaging, water, food, showers, and immediately started asking for our masks and knit hats. The residents of Wood Street are about 180 adults with a dozen teenagers. The residents are mostly Black, some white, some Latinx, and a few Asian Americans. We were told this by volunteers who go through the encampment to triage and identify the daily needs of its residents. Kristen from New York City messaged me and said she was in tears. She said that even though she teaches about equity and is vocal about her support for Black Lives Matter and had mentored many Black students and had Black colleagues, she had developed a wariness and anxiety about seeing Black men and women, and particularly those that were unhoused when she was out and about in New York City. As you may know, there have been a series of hate attacks against elderly AAPIs where the assailants had been Black men, some who were unhoused and some with mental illness. She knew that there were similar incidents in California and the Bay Area. She was messaging me because she found herself crying and realizing that she had internalized her own fears and racialized them, because she could not imagine someone looking like me and also her doing what I was doing at the time. I told her that I had to get over my own fears of unhoused people whom I had stereotyped to be likely violent, mentally ill, and with an intent to harm. I do want to emphasize that while we were there, we met a young Black woman from Best Buy who was also there to see what goods she could get from her coworkers to bring over to donate. And so we were not the only ones who were there. The next day, we met a woman named Deanne who was running the free store. She really loved the hat that one of our aunties had made. And she said that she was so grateful for the masks. She said that they were beautiful and people were really enjoying them and that half of them were gone already. She said that we are deserving of dignity. I lost my home, but I'm still deserving of dignity. And I give that dignity back to others. Dignity begets dignity, I messaged to my friend Kristen, and she typed in, fear begets fear. Thank you for the lesson. 5 weeks ago, I serve as an advisory to Santa Clara County's Hate Crimes Task Force. In a subcommittee meeting, I am the only APIDA member. We are talking about data on hate crimes, and at that time, the rise in hate attacks against APIDA people across the country. At some point, statements are made that it is a good thing that members of AAPI communities finally know what it means to be discriminated against. I am left stunned. I correct them about our history since our arrival on these shores. I'm sharing these stories with you because I think these stories bring to light the complex context of how our identities of being Asian Pacific Islander Desi Americans are complex within the context of historical inequity. That even when we gain literacy and commit ourselves and ally ourselves and align our values, there are racial fault lines, trip lines, and shadows that follow us and pull at the edges of our consciousness, sometimes when we least expect it. And that our concerns and experiences as APIDA are often invisible to the wider community. So you may wonder why I'm bringing this up, these challenging issues at the end of a year celebration of your graduation. The reason I'm bringing these issues up is because I want to set the stage to appreciate the difficult and important work that our APIDA task forces have been doing over the years on our campus to navigate these complex dynamics for you as students and for our colleagues. They have given voice to counter the invisibility of our community issues, and they have stepped up in allyship on so many critical issues affecting different communities on our campus. As you know, President Papazian has publicly committed to the establishment of an APIDA Student Success Center, the first one at San Jose State University. The future success of the APIDA Success Center rests on the solid foundation of those who have served over the years on various task forces and working groups on behalf of APIDA students, providing a liberatory framework for services, resources, support, and gathering places for San Jose State University students for many years. The Asian Pacific Islander Faculty and Staff Association, or APIFSA, has also been an incredible institution leading and supporting this work and keeping the need for the APIDA Center on the radar through various administrations. The collective work of these faculty, staff, administrators, and students provides an enduring wisdom and record of work, allyship, inclusion, specificity, and focus that is so necessary for the new APIDA Student Success Center to have robust impact across the broad diversity of our student communities who have shared common needs as well as historic specific needs for different cultural groups. They have built collective allyships, kept visible the needs of our students, faculty, and staff, and built partnerships across our campus and our communities. And they have often done these things on their own time with no compensation or recognition, but the reward of knowing that they are helping APIDA students about whom we all care deeply. As we recognize you as graduating students tonight, it is my hope that you find your way back to San Jose State as an alum to celebrate the creation of a new APIDA Center here on campus. And for those of you who are still students here, I hope that you'll be able to directly benefit from the work and support that a new center will provide for you as students. At the same time, I know that there are many staff and faculty in this Zoom room who have given so much to our students through mentoring, advocacy, and support without the benefit of paid staff to do the work, because this is your calling. It is why you're here in higher education. I want to thank you especially for your tremendous contribution that I know takes so much of your time and energy. And lastly, I want to thank you, students of San Jose State University. I understand and know that you and your families, your friends, the people who raised you, the community that you hail from, have all been behind you, that many sacrifices have been made, and that many of you have also carried the responsibilities of the well-being of your families and your communities. Your leadership and your ability to graduate, to do well, bodes well for our community and gives me great hope for our future here in the Silicon Valley. You also give me hope in terms of leadership for the future generations. Your voice, your presence in all of your different majors, the ways in which you have connected with people, the ways in which you have helped others, in which you have led student organizations. These are incredible things to be proud of and indicators of your future success. It's important for us to understand that not only do we have our own cultural identity and the specificity of the heritage of our families and our countries and our communities, but also that we share a collective fate. And that collective fate is one that is made better by all of us in community. Thank you and congratulations to all of you who are graduating this season. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Dr. Wan Lau. You continue to be an amazing advocate for our APIDA community on campus. Now we will start celebrating our class of 2021 APIDA graduates. Here to support us and read names, degrees, and messages, we have two student representatives, Anoop Kaur, our incoming president of Associated Students, as well as an active member of our APIDA task force, and Rebecca Lee, a wonderful student leader and also an active member of our APIDA task force.
Thank you, Chris. Congratulations to all the grads. We recognize the importance of your names and will do our best to pronounce them, but if we make any mistakes, our deepest apologies. I'm going to start us off with Aditya Zende, who is graduating with a Master's of Science in Electrical Engineering. Congratulations.
Up next, we have Adrian Belisi Almoranes, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering and a minor in Physics. Congratulations.
We have Elisa Bakam, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance Concentration. She also has a message. My time at SJSU may have been cut short due to the pandemic, but I truly enjoyed all the moments that I got to spend on campus. The friends, the memories, and the hard times will all be remembered. Thank you for sharing, Elisa.
Next up is Angelina Andico, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Hospitality, Tourism, and Event Management. Congratulations, Angelina.
We have Angelo Ibarola, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science Computer Engineering degree. Congratulations.
we have Bao Hin, who is graduating with a master's in business administration. Congratulations, Bao.
Brenda Le is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, concentration in management. Her message is, thank you to my family, friends, and all of my loved ones for their unconditional love, support, and encouragement.
Next, we have Chelsea Cho Win, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Studies and minors in Biological Sciences and Public Health. Her message is, I dedicate this to my parents who came to the US with nothing, so they could give me everything. Without their sacrifices and support throughout this journey, none of this would be possible. Here's to our American dreams.
Up next, we have Christina Palaroan Soreska, who is graduating with a Master's of Social Work and Pupil Personnel School credential. Christina's message is, thank you to my family and friends for your support and encouraging me through all the tough times. I love you all.
Next is Elaine de los Reyes, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a concentration in marketing and a minor in psychology. Her message is, thank you so much to my friends, family, supervisors, Sophia and Michelle, and the different organizations on campus that have supported me so much in my college journey. I would not be where I am without you all, and I'm very grateful for that. And to the class of 2021, congratulations, we finally did it.
Congratulations, Elaine Fung, for graduating with a Master's of Art in Communication Studies. And her message is, thank you to my family, friends, and the various communities who supported me throughout my MA in Communication Studies journey. Delighted and thankful that I'm joining my parents as SJSU alumni, celebrating graduation, and that my sister will be attending SJSU in the fall.
Next, we have Janae Maria Muna, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Public Health and a minor in Child and Adolescent Development. Congratulations, Janae.
Henry Fawn is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and minor in Humanities. Congratulations, Henry.
Up next, we have Janice del Rosario Morales, graduating with a Master of Social Work degree. Her message is, I'm grateful for the love and support my husband, family, and friends, mom and dad. Your sacrifices made my success possible. Love you all. Isang Bagsak.
Next, we have Jasmine Christian Angeles Dator, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Design Studies, emphasis in graphic design, and minor in digital media art. Her message is, thank you to my family, friends, and mentors for your support. Much love to 90.5 FM KSJS, Mosaic, and Meet Space Art Magazine.
Jay Singh Man is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Economics degree. Congratulations, Jay.
Jennifer Mai Nguyen is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Liberal Studies, Integrated Teacher Education Program. Congratulations, Jennifer.
Jennifer Wang, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, concentration in Management Information Systems, and minor in Public Health. Her message is, I want to say thank you to my parents for always supporting me in achieving my dreams. I appreciate all of their hard work in making sure I get through college and graduate. I also want to thank my professors and my peers who have made my virtual online experience manageable, as well as my mentor who have worked with me throughout the semester to develop my professional skills and land a summer internship offer.
Next, we have Yesenia Marie Martinez with a Bachelor of Arts Chicano Studies degree. Yesenia's message is, thank you to all of my family and friends that have supported me along this journey.
Katrina Marie Adamag Cantos is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Public Health and a minor in Child and Adolescent Development degree. Her message is, thank you to all my family and friends that have supported me along this journey.
Next, we have Kay Lee Wong, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Human Resources Management. Congratulations, Kay.
Congratulations to Kiana Aquino, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Sociology and a minor in Human Rights. Their message is, I did it. I couldn't have done it without all the love and support from my homies and all the cool folks I met at SJSU. I will never forget you all.
Up next, we have Leon Lam, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Finance. Congratulations, Leon.
Lumbaya Bayani Padwinsing is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Kinesiology and a minor in Psychology. His message is, I would like to thank everyone who was there for me throughout my time here at SJSU. I would especially like to recognize my family for their support and the Agbayan community for making my college experience enjoyable.
Maylene Joy Mamaradlo is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Public Health and minor in Atypical Child Studies. Her message is, the world is a book, and those who do not travel only read a page. Thank you to the AAPI community at SJSU that helped me find my voice. Isang bagsak.
Up next is Mamta Kanda, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Industrial and Systems Engineering and a minor in Mathematics. Congratulations, Mamta.
Melody Mon is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Child and Adolescent Development, concentration in teacher preparation, and minor in Early Childhood Special Education. Her message is, this is a testament to the contributions of those before me, the guidance of those with me, and the blessings from those above me. I respect the lineage that raised me to be the woman I am today.
Congratulations to Maharuddin Chow for graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Public Health.
Congratulations to Min Kwang Nguyen for graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Behavioral Science.
We have Nu Quinn Nguyen next, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Recreation, concentration in Recreation Therapy, and a minor in Deaf Education. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Peter Nguyen for graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Physics and minor in Computer Science. We also have Priscilla Sun graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies and a minor in Music. Congratulations.
Raksat Monica Khan is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and minor in Public Health. Congratulations.
Sherry Zoe is graduating with a Master of Social Work degree. Her message is, thank you to my parents, partner, family, friends, and my cat. Thank you to my grandmother, who arrived in the United States on her own from China with a dream to give her family an opportunity.
Next, we have Sierra May Jo Rowe, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, concentration in Race and Ethnic Studies, and a double minor in Asian American Studies and Studio Art. Her message is, thank you to my mom for pushing me through, to my dad for supporting me every day, and to my brother for making my life brighter. Nagor O Le.
Tarang Nguyen is graduating with a Master of Social Work and a Pupil Personnel Services credential. Their message is, to my dad, mom, and sister, I am here because of your love, support, and guidance. This is for you, myself, and our ancestors.
And lastly, a huge congratulations to William Yee for, not lastly, but a huge congratulations to William Yee for graduating with a Bachelor of Science Public Relations degree. Please pause while we experience some technical difficulties.
All right. Finally, we want to celebrate our very own APIDA Task Force student leader, Pearl Puri, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in the Business Administration, concentration in Finance degree. Congratulations, Pearl.
Congratulations to the APIDA class of 2021. Welcome to the SJSU Alumni Club. Good luck in all of your future endeavors. We wish you nothing but the best. Despite everything going on in the world, take some time to celebrate this momentous occasion. As our community grieves the losses from the VTA shooting, including our own Taptej Deep Singh, may he rest in peace, I am grateful for this community building space and to share in this moment with you all. In the words of Rupi Kaur, you do not just wake up and become the butterfly. Growth is a process. As you reflect on your growth and realize all of the steps you have taken to be here today, we congratulate you.
Thank you to Rebecca and Anoop for supporting us tonight. Thank you to Dr. Hien Do and Dr. Kathleen Wan Lau for speaking words of truth and reflection for our graduates and our community. And a special shout out and thank you to Sharon Singh, our program coordinator for the Mosaic Cross Cultural Center, for helping us put together this entire event and helping us run logistics and just being an awesome person overall. Congratulations to all of the family and friends of all of our graduates and to the class of 2021 APIDA grads. You all made it. Congratulations.